Welcome to ABC Interactive English. Hello everyone, I'm Mike.
I'm Rainbow.
And today is part C of our look at borrowing and lending. We should probably explain that borrowing and lending are kind of the same thing, but from different sides. It's kind of like buying and selling, right? If I buy something, I give you the money and I take the thing. If you sell it to me, you take the money and give me the thing. When I borrow something, that means Rainbow has something I would like to use. I will borrow it from her, while she will lend it to me. But it's the same thing that's going on, just from different sides. Now, on day one, we borrowed, or one person borrowed when one person lent. That's the past tense of lend. School notes, class notes from one of their teachers. Day two, part B, was a little more serious. We were borrowing money, but not too much money. But part C now, we could be getting into something quite expensive. I don't know if I would feel good about lending a person my wheels. Now, generally, when we say my wheels, we mean my car or my motorcycle or something like that, which of course costs a lot of money.
Yeah, and it's something that you take care of a lot
True.
and you're really interested in protecting.
Yeah, and
so it's very private.
That's right, and if they borrow it and break it or something bad happens, it will A, be very expensive to fix, and B, I will have trouble in my life because they took my car and now I can't use it. Or you can also make it a bit easier if Rainbow, for example, said, "Can I borrow your car? I have to drive to the airport." I might not lend my car, but I might lend her my time by driving her to the airport.
That's nice.
Then you don't need to borrow the car, but you still get there. So there are other ways to do this, but yes, generally, the more expensive something is, the more trouble you might have borrowing or lending it, and I think that's kind of not too strange. Let's have a look at what's going on and see who needs wheels. Mimi and Dylan just got off her scooter.
Thanks for the ride, sis. It's tough not having my scooter.
Speaking of your scooter, how much longer will it be in the garage?
My mechanic said a few more days. There was a lot of damage.
All right, borrowing and lending, part C, no wheels. Someone needs to get somewhere, but they don't have a way to get there. So what's going on here? Mimi and Dylan just got off her scooter. So I'm guessing here Mimi is the lady, Dylan is the man, and Mimi has been driving Dylan somewhere and they're finished their journey. Now they have gotten off Mimi's scooter.
So in this case, wheels, we're talking about a vehicle with wheels. It could be a four-wheeled car, could be a two-wheeled scooter. So any type of wheels that I need to borrow is just a vehicle that I need to get from one place to the next. We use this casually. Can I borrow your wheels? Do you have any wheels? A scooter is a type of wheels.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, a wheel is that round thing. Bicycles have two. Cars have four. But yes, we often use wheels just as a way of saying a car or a motorcycle, something you use to drive around. Probably not a bicycle, though. Usually it's a vehicle with an engine, with a motor. So basically a car, maybe a motorcycle, or a scooter. Now a scooter, this can actually be a word we use for lots of different vehicles, but generally, and especially here in Taiwan, when we say scooter, we mean a two-wheeled vehicle with a motor, but it's not a motorcycle. A motorcycle is bigger, more powerful, faster, but scooters in Taiwan are smaller, but very convenient, very easy to drive around. Taiwan has hot weather, so on a scooter you get a nice wind. In other countries where it rains or snows, scooters won't be so useful. but if you come to any city of Taiwan or even towns, you'll probably see a lot more scooters driving around than you will cars or buses or other things. Scooters are very popular in Taiwan. They are small, two-wheeled vehicles with a motor for 1 or 2 people. All right, back to the dialogue. What's going on? Well, Mimi has just driven Dylan somewhere, and so, like a nice guy, he says, "Thank you. Thanks for the ride, sis." Oh, they're brother and sister. Thanks for the ride, sis. Sister, that's just a short name, a short casual and friendly way of saying sister. It's tough not having my scooter. So it's tough, it's hard, it's difficult. Maybe his scooter got broken or something and he can't use it right now. That's why he needs his sister's help going places.
Mimi says, speaking of your scooter, how much longer will it be in the garage? So he's getting his scooter fixed, and that's what we call the place that you fix the car. The garage. This isn't the place where you park your car. This is a place where you can bring it into a mechanic to get your car or your scooter or your motorcycle fixed. That we also call a garage.
That's exactly right. It could be where you park your car, but it can also be where they fix your car or your scooter. And if it's that kind of garage, like a hospital or a clinic for your sick car or scooter where they're fixing it, the doctor, in this case, would be a mechanic. A mechanic is a person just like a doctor who fixes your body. The mechanic fixes your car or your motorcycle or scooter or something like that. They know all about how it works. They can go in there and change parts, change the oil, get their hands nice and dirty. But after they finish, your car or scooter will work really, really well, just like it did before it broke. So Dylan explains, my mechanic, the guy working at the garage who is fixing my scooter, my mechanic said a few more days. Oh, it could be a pretty serious problem. It's taking 2 or 3 days to fix his scooter. Sometimes it just takes 2 or 3 hours. And he explains there was a lot of damage.
I wonder if he was in a car accident.
Yeah, it sounds like he hit something or fell over and a lot of things broke on his scooter. Oof. All right, so yes, we had that word mechanic. As we explained, that is the person who fixes your scooter. And if there's a lot of damage, we hope that your mechanic is very good and very skilled. We'll find out more about this situation with Dylan and his scooter after the break.
What are you going to do about work tomorrow?
I was thinking you could lend me your scooter since you had the day off.
Yeah, but I might want to go out and do things.
That's not very likely.
Hey, just make sure to fill the tank before you bring her back.
Okay, so Mimi is able to help Dylan out for now, but what about later when his scooter is still with the mechanic? So Mimi says, what are you going to do about work tomorrow? Do you need me to drive you?
Yeah, that's a good question. Remember, the scooter will probably be at the mechanic at the garage
for another few days.
For a few days.
Yeah.
So she can't just drive him all the time. Well, yeah, what will you do tomorrow? You have to get to work. Or even worse, imagine if he needs his scooter for his work. He's a salesman.
Or he's like Uber or something.
Or he's an Uber driver. He needs a scooter. Yeah, so what are you going to do? Well,
terrible.
Dylan kind of has a plan, but it's not a great plan, especially not for Mimi. Dylan explains, I was thinking you could lend me your scooter since you have the day off. Oh, okay.
Maybe if they're brother and sister, it's okay.
And if she has the day off,
she doesn't need it.
Might not need it. But basically, he's saying, tomorrow? Oh, Can I use your scooter tomorrow? That would be a perfect way to fix my problem. Please, please, sister, please.
Yeah, but I might want to go out and do things. Okay, so I would loan it to you, but I just don't want to get stuck getting around the city because I have things to do. So it seems like they have a good relationship. I could loan it to you, but I want to do something.
It is her day off, and maybe she'll stay home and, watch Netflix all day, or maybe she wants to go out and go to the bank, go shopping, do a few things in different places. But Dylan, he seems to know his sister quite well. He kind of thinks, no, you're going to stay home and watch TV or play computer games or something. He says, that's not very likely. I know you. On your day off, you don't go places. You stay home. It's not likely you will now be traveling around on your day off.
He says, hey, just make sure to fill the tank before you bring her back. So that's like saying, hey, you're saying something about me, but I guess you're right. It's kind of like that. So I will loan it to you, but you want to fill up the gas tank before you bring her back. In this case, we're saying her. This is how Mimi refers to her scooter as a her. And some people would do that. They would give their vehicle, their wheels, a gender. Bring her back, bring him back. This is my baby. I really love my baby, but you gotta bring her back safely and fill up the tank.
That's true. Sometimes people even name their car or scooter or boat, of course. But of course, she could also say bring it back because the scooter is a machine and doesn't need to be he or her or whatever. But it sounds like she's almost giving him the keys at this point. Like, all right, you can borrow my scooter. But yeah, this is very good advice, and to be very polite, if you do borrow someone's scooter or car or something, always be sure to fill the tank before you bring it back.
That's the minimum.
Yeah, absolutely.
And don't get it scratched.
No. Don't have an accident. Don't scratch it.
And don't make it dirty.
Right. And if you're not paying the person money, a nice thing to do is at least fill the tank. The tank is the large sort of container inside the car or in the scooter where the gas goes. Of course, if you have an electric scooter, that's great. You don't have a tank, you have a battery. But with gas-powered ones where you have to put fuel that gets burned in the engine, that liquid fuel goes in the tank. If you've ever gone to a gas station, they have that thing, they put it in a hole inside on your scooter or on the side of your car, and that goes into a big container that will be filled with gas. It's called the gas tank. So filling the tank means going to the gas station and buying gas. So yeah, that would be a nice thing to do. Take care of it and bring it back with a full tank of gas. And I think Mimi will probably be quite happy with that.
And have a very nice day off at home.
And do something nice for her brother as well. Thanks for joining us, guys. We hope you have a great time out there. Lots of luck with everything. And please do remember to come back and spend a bit more time with us. We'll have some great stuff for you coming up very soon. Until then, all the best. Be well and bye-bye.
Bye.
Mimi and Dylan just got off her scooter.
Thanks for the ride, sis. It's tough not having my scooter.
Speaking of your scooter, how much longer will it be in the garage?
My mechanic said a few more days. There was a lot of damage.
What are you going to do about work tomorrow?
I was thinking you could lend me your scooter since you had the day off.
Yeah, but I might want to go out and do things.
That's not very likely.
Hey, just make sure to fill the tank before you bring her back.
Hi, I'm Tina. 我们来看这一课的重点单字。第一个 scooter， 名词，机车。 I'm going to buy a new scooter next month. 我下个月要买一台新的机车。下一个单字 garage, garage 名词修车厂。My car is still at the garage getting fixed. 我车还在汽车修理厂维修。下一个单字 mechanic, mechanic 名词技师维修工。The mechanic fixed the engine of my car. 技师修好了我车子的引擎。最后一个单字 tank, tank 名词储存油或者是水的箱子槽。The water tank on the roof is empty. 屋顶上的水箱是空的。接着我们来看重点文法。第一个 is tough 加上 VING 做某事很难熬。Tough 的意思是困难的、艰苦的，表示否定时要把 not 放在 tough 之后。我们先来看看这个肯定的句子。It's tough working long hours. 工时长很难熬。我们再来看一个句子，表示否定的意思。It's tough not getting enough sleep. 没有足够的睡眠很难熬。下一个文法 Speaking of 加上名词说到什么东西，这是一个介系词片语，多置于句首。我们来看看这个例句。I'm going to visit my sister next week. 我下周要去探望我姐姐。Speaking of your sister, how's her new job? 说到你姐姐，她的新工作如何啊？以上就是这一课的重点单字跟文法，我们下一课再见，拜拜。
Here's how to play. The host will be holding 3 cards. Each card will have 2 sentences containing a secret vocabulary word or phrase that has been replaced by the word bear. The host will read the sentences out loud for the contestants to guess. Whoever guesses first gets a point. The person with the most points wins. And you can play along too.
All right, everybody, let's play Guess the Bear. I'm Carolyn.
I'm Toi.
And I'm Josh.
All right, are you feeling ready?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Our first one is a noun and it's one word. The bears fought bravely in battle. Once the war ended, the bear returned home.
Soldier?
Children.
Soldier.
Okay.
Okay, so the soldiers fought bravely in battle. Once the war ended, the soldier returned home.
Makes sense now once you know it.
All right, the second one is a verb and it's one word. You'll feel better once you bear your issues. He couldn't choose when bared with so many options.
Deny, no.
Resolve?
Accept,
Can you
believe,
say
believe.
You'll feel better once you bear your issues. He couldn't choose when bared with so many options.
Given. Received.
wait.
You'll feel better when you bear. Express.
All right, I'm gonna help you
Solve.
both out. The word is face or face.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
It's a verb. You'll feel better once you face your issues. He couldn't choose when faced with so many options.
That was not
Yeah,
even
that
at the
was
top of my head
We
at
were
all.
faced with the difficult bear.
All right, and the last one, it's a phrase and it's 2 words.
Okay.
She forgave him, bear, he never said sorry. He brought an umbrella with him, bear, the sky was clear.
But the.
Even though?
Even though. All right, let's hear the sentences. She forgave him even though he never said sorry. He brought an umbrella with him even though the sky was clear. As you often have to do in Taiwan because it could rain
I
anytime.
enjoyed myself.
So Toi is our winner today. Congratulations. That middle was a little bit tough.
That one was.
Yeah.